Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today's reading is, if they got you alone, what would they do? And we have 3 piles. So just take a second and see which pile resonates with your best energy. In pile number 1, we have Panther with this palm stone unakite. In pile 2, we have Scorpion with the sodalite star. And in pile number 3, we have Hawk with, I believe, Jasper palm stone. So just take a second, you can pause the video, and once you've chosen your pile, I will see you on the other side. Hello, pile 1, and welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for being patient with me. I know I don't upload every week, but I do upload when I feel ready. So I want to make sure that every reading is really spirit-led and guided. You have chosen this card, Panther. This is from the Wild Unknown Animal Oracle deck. And all of these energies have been very fierce today. So Panther is an animal that tends to be a bit secretive, moves in silence, and was previously thought to not really have any familial relations. So maybe your person is kind of like a lone wolf, but secretly they're a softie somewhere. They have really primal energy. They're kind of like a hunter. They enjoy the chase. So don't be afraid to let this person come after you. And then of course we have the palm stone unakite. And unakite is a really lovely stone for mending and healing. So if you've been in a situation with this person that requires forgiveness, perhaps that is on the way. Okay, so let's find out, if your person got you alone, what would they do? And we're going to be using the Tarot of Sexual Magic, of course. So this is an 18 plus. This is your warning. Sorry, I didn't say that before. And we have the World to start off. What a beautiful card to start off with. I'm just going to draw them and then I will interpret them. This deck also does not use reversals, so just be aware that all of them will be right side up. We have the 5 of Chalices, or 5 of Cups. Interesting. King of Chalices. The 6 of Wands. And let's just do one more to round it out. Ooh, the 2 of Wands. Okay. So I see your person actually wants to talk to you about something. You can see that here with the 2 of Wands. Perhaps a fireside chat. They're very interested in telling you something. And this is the card that really stuck out to me. As you can see that flame in the background. She's like kind of playing footsie with him under the table. I really do feel like there's kind of a reconciliation, or like there's a secret maybe this person has kept from you that they really want you to know. Something that maybe you think might be about you, but is really just going on in their personal life. This person thinks you have a nice body, particularly your rump. Love the censorship here on YouTube. And they want to experience you in nature. We see a nature theme throughout all of this. This person, I can tell, is very emotional and probably secretly emotional. They could be a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, or, what's the other one? Cancer. And I'm actually getting Cancer very strongly. So if you are a Cancer, or if your person is a Cancer, listen up. We've got special messages here for you. So we have the 5 and we have the King. Now, the King of Chalices is really like a very fair person somewhere. This is somebody who is emotionally mature, who lets spirit guide them. They don't just kind of want to have one night stand type sex. They want a long-lasting partnership. But I do see that this person is very masculine somewhere, and they enjoy having a subservient person, whether in the bedroom or in the general dynamic altogether. So we will be talking about some alternative lifestyles here. If that's not your thing, then just ignore it. But I'm just going to read what I see and you can apply it to your connection. Again, so we're outside in water, we're outside in nature, we're outside in like a meadow or grass. And even this is very interesting in the World card. It's kind of like a makeshift, what does that look like? Like a bath with lots of flowers. So I feel like this person is a romantic. They want to, this is what I see. They're really somebody that knows and understands the power of language to get you in the mood. This is like somebody that would identify as a sapiosexual, or they want a connection where the intellect is stimulating their emotions and that emotional impact is stimulating the body. This is, again, like not somebody that really just wants a one-night stand, even though they might present themselves that way. And if they have, it's because they just haven't met the right person yet. And I'm sensing that maybe you are kind of throwing them off here. And maybe that's something that they want to tell you. They want to tell you like, actually, I was trying to treat you like everybody else, but you're not like everybody else. And what are we doing here? Can we make this real? Or at the very least, like, this person is not going to tell you like, hey, I'm not looking for anything right now, the famed words. I just feel like they really want to pamper you. Like, there's a lot of catering here, even though in some of these positions, the woman is kind of, looks like she is serving. She's actually really enjoying. There's lots of food, there's lots of water, there's a sensuality to these cards. So I really do feel like this is somebody that enjoys your physique and is really interested in making you feel like a goddess, like a queen. And I kind of get the feeling that that's how you make them feel. You bring out these kind of paternal qualities in them, and they want to provide and protect you in some way. So it kind of feels like, and let's just see what we have on the bottom here. Oh my gosh, more cups, the 6 of chalices. Yes. It just kind of feels like, this is interesting. It's almost like this person looking in the mirror. I just kind of get the sense that like she's being painted, not necessarily what's going on in the mirror, but there's a domesticity to this and there's a sensuality. I really feel like your person just wants, they would want to have like a very romantic night. If sex happens, then it happens. But what they're more interested in is your mind and the way that you stimulate them that way. So, and I have a feeling that like to entice you or to get you in the mood, there's going to be very subtle, keyword subtle, implications of wanting you and, you know, telling you how beautiful you are in ways that you just haven't really experienced yet. So this is kind of exciting. Let's see if we can get some more messages. I'll just keep going. Oh my gosh, there's so many cups here. Your person definitely has water in their chart, or you might. And the 3 of Pentacles. There's my 6 of Cups. Ooh, interesting. Judgment. I think that's our first, oh no, it's our second major arcana card. 9 of Pentacles. We'll straighten all these out in a minute. And Death. Ooh, okay. So just to keep going here, again, more sensuality, more romance. This person is a deep kisser. They are somebody that really wants to get to know you through your body. Scorpio is really big on that, actually. It's almost said that like all the other stuff is preamble. They really get to understand a person by how they move and their sexuality, what they like in the bedroom and how they behave, and all that stuff determines compatibility. I see that your person wants a family again. Like they're not really in this for the sensation. They want to be bound to someone. They want to be bound to somebody that has the same values and same spiritual connection that they do. I mean, they're a big romantic somewhere. And I also do sense that your person can be jealous. and possessive. You see him cutting off her hair, because he really feels like you are like this gateway to prosperity. You are a muse, somebody that can inspire him to become a better person. And then we have this Death card. I feel like this person is interested in trying new things, and again is like very connected. We see Scorpio energy with Death, to somebody that can push them to have these grand rebirths. So if you do get to that point in the middle of the night where you connect, it's going to be like very explosive in a deep, I don't want to say death defying, but like when you think of Scorpio, it's like the still water well. Still waters run deep, and you don't know how deep they run. And it's going to feel as though you're making love at the bottom of the earth. That is pretty much what I can say about that. And on the bottom here, we have the Empress. So this is just kind of a small mental note. If you are the feminine polarity in this, or even if not, that you should definitely stand in your power, and don't let your insecurities, don't let your doubts come into this connection and ruin it, basically. Because this person, I sense, is somebody that already knows what bothers you and what you are. They're very good at sussing out a person's character. They want to see if you can still embody that goddess power through that. If you are somebody who's strong and resilient enough to work through that and maybe even use that to, again, become a greater version of yourself. This person is really interested in creating a power couple. So, wow, what a beautiful, explosive start to your reading. Let's just see if you're still with me and you want some more messages here, what I can dig up for you. We'll use the Romance Angels Oracle deck and then call it a day. If you want to know more about your specific connection, check out my readings below. We have getting to know each other. Yeah, I mean, this is perfect. You're kind of sussing each other out at this stage. And again, going back to that secret, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond will deepen. So like, don't take what this person says lightly. If they share with you some secret or some insecurity or some quirky thing about them, hold that as sacred, because that's what they do. And it's almost going to be like a test if your person is a water sign. Water signs like to test. Is this person going to keep these things that can wound me away from other people? Or are they going to use it against me in an argument or something? You know, they're very interested in also feeling protected and safe as well. It's a feminine sign, you know. We have you deserve love. So again, you're lovable. Don't let your insecurities or self-doubt or like, oh, this person is silent and not saying anything, they don't like me, get in the way. Again, it is safe for you to love. So this is just a big message for you that this person has a lot to teach you and you can have a great time, and they are not out to manipulate you. And just because it's something that you've never seen before doesn't mean that it's not going to turn out okay. We have honeymoon on the bottom, actually. So for some people, if you're in a connection with this person and it's a little rocky, like, it's worth sticking through. Like, you have a strong bond, and it's only going to get stronger if you keep going. So that's what I have for you. I think it's pretty succinct. I wouldn't draw any more cards because it's kind of clear what this person's intentions are and how they would go about it. So I hope you liked your reading. Like, subscribe to my channel for more. Let me know in the comments below if it resonated, and also what you'd like me to read for next time. And I'll see you next time for the next reading. Hi, Pile 2, and welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Scorpion. This is from the, what is this? Wild Animal Oracle? Something like that. Deck, and this Sodalite star. Now, Sodalite and the Scorpion are an interesting combination. First of all, we have water. So you and your person might be a water sign. But we also have the throat chakra here. So I kind of get this sense that like, this is a connection that needs some communication. Somebody in this connection, depending on where they are, and we'll see when I draw the cards, Scorpions have 3 stages. You know, you have the scorpion, you have the eagle or horse, and you have the phoenix. So this kind of tells me what's really popping out is like somebody in this connection I feel like has stung someone prematurely. And there's something here that right off the bat I can tell kind of needs to be healed a little bit. This person also could be harboring like a secret desire. So we will take a look at the cards and see if they got you alone in a room, what would they do? So it's an 18 plus, here's your warning. If you are not 18 or older, then this reading is not for you. But I'll try to be PC about it because YouTube and censorship and all that. Oh my goodness. And right off the bat, we have the devil. Yeah, so I'm telling you, I'm picking up on like some very underground, underworld energies here. We have the King of Swords. We have Justice, huge energies. We have the Ten of Wands, okay. And we have the Knight of Wands, very different cards from pile 1. And then on the bottom, we have the Ace of Wands, which I'll show you in a minute. Okay, so to start off, I really feel like your person has very strong feelings for you, very strong sexual feelings for you. Let's see. These are interesting cards because I see that your person has a lot of passion. Somebody might be a fire sign as well. That's Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. And I'm getting like very strong warrior energy from your person. Okay, so here's the deal. This person really likes to feel like a traditional man. And here I think is where some of the problems are running in, because I'm kind of sensing that maybe you don't feel as valued as a feminine in this connection. Like this is somebody that doesn't value the softness of the feminine force, maybe doesn't see the feminine force as powerful as the masculine, basically. And here you are, have come into this person's life to kind of balance the scales a little bit. But I do see that they are drawn to you, and you can see that with the Ten of Wands and the Knight of Wands. They see you as a person that they can have adventures with. They are somebody that enjoys your passion and your willingness to try new things. And there's some part of them as well that like is a little kinky, I'm not gonna lie. But I just kind of feel like they're keeping you at a distance as we have this like mother figure in the background because of some really unhealed issues surrounding a prior feminine in their life. It could be a girlfriend, an ex-wife, a mother figure, whatever. They just really haven't learned how to think outside the box in terms of how to connect with this feminine polarity. And that has caused them to be very dominant in like an unyielding way. And obviously like in primal energy and enjoying that aspect, but hasn't really allowed them to go further. And I kind of sense that there are things within this person that they would like to explore that they haven't yet. But as you can see from the bottom, like they want to, what I'm searching for is intimacy. They want to have intimacy with you. They want, you see the two people in the background in the flames, they want that whole two become one thing. I don't think that this person, I'm going to tell you right now, is for the long term, like unless they really do some work. But I'm just going to keep going here and see what else comes up. So we have the Four of Swords. We have the Three of Swords. Look, more feminine figures. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Two of Pentacles. I'll straighten this out in a minute. And we have the Hanged Man. There's just something that's so elusive about femininity to this person. And, you know, I think that sometimes if we are raised in a way, if we have a particularly unfeminine, and I'm going to watch how I say this word because it's not a bad thing. I myself was raised by, you know, a woman that had very strong male figures and a military background, and you kind of do what needs to get done and, you know, not whinge about it. And sometimes that's just people's constituency. Sometimes it's how they're raised. However, for this particular person, there's like some wounding here. And I think that if this person could go back, they would want to be raised by a more sensitive mother. We see that like figure here. This could also be an ex-wife, a jealous ex-wife, kind of preventing them from moving forward and exploring different parts of themselves and meeting new people and all of that stuff. You could just be meeting this person in a time of transition. So there's some secrets here with the Scorpion, but like this person is trying to keep you at a distance. We see that here, and they might even do some things to like shock you, to try to like keep you at a distance. But as far as like if they got you alone, I mean, obviously this person feels like since you're like down to do whatever, they would want to try things they haven't gotten to do with you before. We have such a wide variety of like different things. But honestly, the messages that are like coming through for me are in the emotional capacity. You see that this person like really wants to get close, but doesn't know how to, like they're appreciating the beauty, your beauty from afar, but they don't necessarily how to go about it in a way that would fulfill your emotional desires, just theirs. So like, again, admiring the beauty of you. Like there's a part of them that sees you as this unattainable creature, as this beautiful, soft, feminine force. But all they really know how to do is interact with that is like, it's very caveman-y, like breed and enjoy for pleasure, like objectify. And I want to be careful about this word because I have recently just learned from a brain book that men actually see things in terms of objects, whereas women see things in terms of language. So it is kind of a natural thing for men to start looking at stuff as possessions if that's how they see things. And of course it can get distorted, but in general, that's not necessarily a bad thing. It is kind of where that providing and protecting thing comes from. I mean, I'm going to say, because I read the cards as I see them, there is a breakdown in communication. This is the issue here. Communication is needed. It does kind of feel like it generates from this person's lack of understanding, but then like maybe you have a lacerating tongue sometimes and you end up making this person feel like a little emasculated. So I can see trysts here, rendezvous, affairs are all a part of the energy of this connection. Again, like he's looking at her playing, she's asleep or enraptured. There's all these swords kind of like lying around. And I feel like there's a karmic implication here. It's like, if you are in the middle of this situation where you're kind of going behind somebody else's back, that is going to come to light. We kind of see that here with the King of Swords and the Three of Swords. The communication that you are going to receive might not be what you want, and it might be that the third party comes in and recognizes what's going on. It might be that this person wants to tell you about this third party. That could be the secret that they're kind of like bringing to light. But I don't see this person as a fully evolved version of the Scorpion. I see them as kind of somebody that likes to sit in that immature energy and has very sexual, passionate energy, and that's where they find their release. But there's not much else there to really solidify a relationship. They're just not willing to go into those emotional depths. Very different reading from pile 1. So if this doesn't resonate, then choose another pile. But yes. And, you know, in the traditional readings, we have the Hanged Man. So it's going to be a time of contemplation for you to decide whether or not you want to continue going on with it. So honestly, if they got you alone, you know, they enjoy the sight of you stripped bare. They enjoy the power dynamic of having you at their disposal. You see that here in a lot of these cards. This person might be an artist. They might want to paint you. They might want to, but yeah, it's kind of like that. This is somebody that wants this passion but doesn't know how to have the intimacy, very different from pile 1, to go about getting it. They want that connection. They want this sense of unity, but something, whether it's work or a third party or their own understandings about women and dynamics wounding won't let them get close. So I'm actually going to pull some messages and then we're going to see how this kind of plays out because I'm very curious. It wasn't exactly what I wanted to read for, but it is what's coming through. So we have free yourself. I feel like the universe is telling you somebody else is better out there. And, you know, you can disagree and harangue me in the comments or choose another reading. But again, I'm not going to sugarcoat things. This is a message for somebody out there, and it's important to hear because there is deception in this connection, and you are not likely the only one to be deceived. In order to get over this, let your friends help you. Go out, have a girls' night, or, you know, whoever feels safe and fun to you, because what you're really doing is making space to call in the right person. Somebody that's going to be honest and clear and direct about what they want. Somebody who isn't just going to make you feel somewhere like the only thing they want from you is a carnal release. And that's important. That's important for your, you know, self-esteem and peace of mind. And the last card I will draw here is to get some kind of resolution or timeline on when you will get some resolution for this. And we have full moon in Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. So we just had a new moon. Probably by the next full moon, or very soon, like within the next 2 weeks, you will see some kind of a change. You will have this person come to you and tell you the truth. You will have the third party appear and tell you the truth. Or you will have some kind of realization that this person, like where you want to put this person in your life, whether or not you want to keep them in your life. Okay, well, thanks for sticking with me. Like this reading if you liked it. Give it a dislike if you didn't like it. I mean, honestly, it's kind of a hard truths reading. If you want to know more about this connection or who else is coming in for you, look at my readings down below. We can do so over Skype or FaceTime, and there's also some pre-asked questions that I can send you a reading for, and that's in my Etsy shop. And leave me a comment below about what's going on and whether or not you want to see anything else being read for on this channel. So until next time, until the next reading, I wish you the best of luck. Hello, Pile 3, and welcome back. Thank you so much for being patient with me. I usually upload every week, but we're still getting this house ready, so I haven't been able to do so as often as I would like, but I do record when it is spirit-led. So we are here, and we're going to find out what your person would do if they got you alone. So this is an 18 plus. This is your one warning. If you are not 18 or over, then this reading is not for you. But I'll try to keep it a little PG because, YouTube and censorship. And you have chosen the hawk. This is from the Wild Unknown Animal Oracle deck, yes. As well as this lovely piece of jasper, palmstone. So I actually feel like this person is very inspiring, and they have like a great, fierce protective energy. They're like watching you maybe online, or at least like watching over you if they're in the neighborhood or if they are at work. And they have a very grounded, stable personality, since jasper is the root chakra. They have a lot to offer you, I feel like, in that like I'm your rock sense. So let's just take a look at the tarot and see what they would do if they got you alone. We're going to be using the Tarot of Sexual Magic, of course. Interesting. And we have Judgment. This card came up in pile 1. Take what resonates and leave the rest. If you feel like at any time it's not your reading, then choose another. The Eight of Pentacles here. The Eight of Wands, lots of eights, interesting. The Three of Pentacles, oh, that's a lovely card. And, oh, I haven't seen this one today. The Ace of Swords. So we're gonna stop here and then keep going. Yeah, very interesting. It's taking it in. I'm so drawn to this Ace of Swords card. Everybody today has been like a little kinky in their own way, but not like overbearingly so, if that's even possible. Queen of Pentacles on the bottom. Yes, I see this person as a romantic. They might be a poet. They might be somebody that like secretly writes poems or like journals or something. And of course, it's not gender specific, so insert your pronouns where you will. I love this deck because they have like these little secret hearts in different places. Everything this person does, I feel like, is done with love. They're just somebody that has really learned how to infuse their life with art, like live artfully, and mindfully. This person could be a yoga instructor or really enjoy yoga. There's a very spiritual side to them, and they are divinely protected. The hawk. Oh, was that Odin? There's some god of whom the hawk is the totem for, and if you know it, drop it in the comments and help me out here. But it's kind of like that. Like, I feel like there's this energy where maybe this is like an ex or somebody that you kind of have unfinished business with. Maybe you met and it wasn't the right time and wants to get back together, or maybe you've just recently reconnected or something. But this time around, if it's the case, this person has more mature energy. They're looking for a family. They're looking for an enlightened person that they can create something with. It's not necessarily a child. I kind of get that it's like a business, honestly, or some kind of project, some kind of pet project that they, like, I get this really strong, like they work in corporate energy, but they have this side project that they really want to make into a reality, and they just kind of haven't had enough support somewhere. They've been, maybe their like head is in the clouds, or like there's a daydreaming quality to them that even though they're such a grounded force for other people, they need like a ride or die person to hold them down. And they see that with you. They see you as somebody that, like, when you connect, you don't know where one ends and the other begins, kind of type thing. And as far as like what they would do if they got you alone, it's a similar energy to pile 1, honestly, because this person is such a romantic. But the thing that differs, I think, is like, they're not somebody that needs to be stimulated mentally, like demi or sapiosexual. They are somebody that's really like about the feeling body. Like there's an earthy quality to them. So there might be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. And they just want to like enjoy life with you, whether that's like sitting around, Netflix and chill. Like this kind of reminds me of, even though it's night outside in this card, like an after brunch at a hotel getaway for the weekend kind of type thing. I do think that they dream about you, and that maybe some of these things are things that they dream about, especially this one, so we'll get to that in a minute. Have a picnic in the middle of a park, feed you, you know, let you embrace the full scope of your femininity. And then like, this is like, you're making dinner in the kitchen, but dinner doesn't get made. It doesn't burn, but it doesn't get made because you end up, you know, making love instead. But, and here's where this comes in. This person has a very penetrative personality somewhere. They have a secret side, I think, where they, and this is where that like ride or die combination comes in. They might be a switch. They might be somebody that actually enjoys also experimenting with you being the top or the dominating one. So if that does not resonate with your energy, then choose another pile. But if you are open to this idea, or you could just, you know, take what resonates and leave the rest. Some people are into this and some people are not, and that's okay. But also, I wouldn't like limit yourself by what you're comfortable with right now, because sometimes these things have a habit of really leading to deeper, more intense connections, and you never know what you would enjoy until you see that enjoyment reflected in your partner's face. So disclaimer over. But yes, there's a quality about this person that it's like they work so hard and they're in a powerful position and they're in charge of so many people that they want to let go in some way once in a while. So it could be just as simple as like, this person likes to be tied up or feeling restrained in some way. They like to serve in some way, this goddess or beautiful woman. But for the most part, I feel like they are usually the ones that want to take care of you. But like, I want this as a special message for somebody. I want somebody to like really take this to heart, because that's the balancing of energies when you have somebody who is just constantly in control all the time. It's natural to want to like lose it. And then you see with the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom here, again, like you have this energy of serving. There might be like, I don't know, somebody with feet here, who knows? This person is like their kinkiness is like what we would call a sensationalist. Like they would be interested in playing with food in bed, or they would be interested in being blindfolded and like deprived of, again, like touch or taste or sight or something. And you can kind of see that here with the rose too. Like they like the art of the tease. So I think, you know, it's like a twofold. You know, they want to, they don't really want to talk, to be honest. They just want to be with you. I think that's the difference from pile one, which is really beautiful that you guys have that kind of comfortable connection. I'm just going to keep going here. We have the Strength card. We've got the Two of Swords, more roses. Interesting. The Four of Wands. The Queen of Chalices. What did I have before? Queen of Cups on the bottom. And the Knave of Swords. I'm so happy that all of our cards are really different from all of our readings. And pile two is definitely the most different reading out of all of them. So we've quite of a nice mix today. Sometimes they all kind of hover around each other in different ways. So what else do I see? Yeah, see, I see that this person like really, there's some part of them that really wants to explore being on the other end of things. They might be queer. They might identify as bisexual. But there's something about them that really, really enjoys being in the shadow or the light of your power as well, which is really nice. And if I had to guess, it's because this person has a really strong relationship with their mother. So it's healthy, and this is somebody that you could have a healthy connection with. There's this idea of like you taming the beast as well. So like this person might like to wrestle around in the bedroom, and fight for whoever is going to dominate that day. Let's see what else. There's this idea of having sex in nature as well. And again, like the art of the tease. And I'm just so drawn to her footwear. So like, I don't know. That just might be a sign for somebody in there. No judgment, of course. But yeah, and I also see them sharing their secret like project with you, whether that's their secret poetic side or artistic side, or letting you in on their business venture or project idea. But at this stage, I really just kind of feel like there's something about them that in this relationship, they are wanting to see if it's long lasting with you, or if this is just something that they can get some sort of good healing feeling from. This is somebody as well that's like, if this doesn't work out, we can just be friends. So beware of that if you want more from this person. They might be polyamorous somewhere, like they have this, even though there's really nothing here in the cards to indicate that, they have this kind of like, first of all, they're very focused on themselves and where they're going, which is healthy. But they want somebody that can kind of fit into their life, that they don't need to babysit, they don't need to necessarily pay for all the time. She has her own job, or he has her own job, his own job, own goals, own ideas about things, and they're looking for an equal partner. So don't try to conform to try to fit yourself into that narrative. Just see where you connect and how you connect, because ultimately, if this person's not right for you, then why force it? You know? And I think that's the meaning of the Fool here on the bottom, which is like, if you do have to part ways again, if you identify with the twin flame label and that's how you feel about this, or that you're going to have like multiple separations, or it's not the right time again or whatever, like that's okay. I really do feel like this person has such enjoyment and they feel so comfortable around you. I'm really drawn to this card, that like they feel like you could be their best friend. And if that ends up not being kids and marriage, then at least they have you in their life, which I think is really beautiful. But I understand that that's, you know, when you really want something, that's not what you want. So just take your time. They are going to take their time with this connection. Do take your time as well. And so we have some messages here for you. We have make the effort. I feel like to a certain extent, again, because this person is so in control all the time, they don't mind when you take the reins, so to speak. So make the dinner reservation, plan the trip, be the first one to text or call, and that could serve you and go a long way. You have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. This person sees you as compatible, at least right now, on a lot of different levels, from talking to each other, to just being with each other, to maybe even sexual compatibility. So these are the building blocks to a good relationship. I don't see them like looking elsewhere at this time or anything. They just, if they disappear and they don't text back right away, it's because they're engrossed in almost like a writer. This person could be a writer, to be honest. Like, you get this stream of consciousness going and you don't want to stop the momentum for anything, even if, you know, you really care about the person. So that's why it's really important, I think, to have your own hobbies and your own goals, because this is somebody that, even though like they want a family and they want union and all of this stuff, they might be like non-traditional about it. They might be like, I'm just gonna get so rich where I buy the house and then you live in the house next to me and it's connected at the bedroom and the breakfast nook, you know? Like, they really value their space, but they are very passionate about you. They fantasize about you, if they got you alone, you know, they'd want everything. They'd want time to just be, and they'd want to create non-conventional ways of being with you. And that's like really what I see from this person. This person is an exceptionally individual soul. They don't want you to just like try to figure them out and mold yourself to become what they want. They want to experiment and evolve and grow with you. So my best advice here is just to flirt and enjoy your time together and see where it goes. So that is what I have for you. Please do like this video, subscribe to my channel, and let me know in the comments below if it resonated. Also, you know, if you want to see another reading. What am I going to read for next time? Please do reach out and tell me. And until the next reading, I will see you then. Bye for now.